Welcome aboard. It's Captain G. This is Newblood 14.7, January 1943, Italy. First up, our tech rolls. Italy is going to go for long-range air at a 7+.
8.
Is it 8? 8
Yeah.
plus. Sorry.
11.
11. Hey, we hit our first of our second tech. We're shocked. Production. So Italy has 29 IPP cash on hand. We are going to express, build, and airfield using improved construction for 6. We're placing that in Gibraltar. We're building a militia also in Gibraltar for 2 more. That's 8. We're building a destroyer for 6. That's 14. A light cruiser for 8. That's 22. 1 mountain infantry for 4, that's 26, and 1 regular infantry for 3, that is all 29. No remaining cash on hand. Combat. We do have a number of combats. In Portugal, we're going to strategically bomb the airfield under construction with this strategic bomber. Flying 1, 2, 3, and it'll return to base. A facility under construction does not have inherent AAA, so this is just a bombing raid on that facility under construction. Our second attack is against the French rebel capital. We're sending everyone from Belgian Congo, so that is 3 infantry, 2 colonial infantry, and an artillery. We are also sending the fighter 1, 2, and the attack bomber 1, 2 from Tanganyika. We had told Lancerball our intent was to send the attack bomber from Cape Town, but Eggman realized that we can't. The count doesn't work. This is the only of our Axis powers that does not have long-range air. So he's out of range. So that is the force from Southern Africa. From North Africa, we also have this medium bomber in Western Egypt, flying 1 to Cyrenaica, 2 to Chad, and 3 to Cameroon. The next combat is a walk-on combat, or just a walk-on. This motor rifle infantry from Niger is going to move 1 into the Gold Coast and capture that for the Italian Roman Empire. So that'll move Italy up +1. The next combat is our big one. So starting in M8, we have 3 transports. And essentially this entire task force is going to move to A44. So I'll move the placard so you can see where they're going. The 3 transports are going to take the 4 Marines off the island of Crete on 2 transports and go 1, 2, 3 to A44. And they're going to assault the southern beaches of Portugal. The 3rd transport, so that's these 2 over there. The 3rd transport is picking up the infantry and the medium armor from Syria and following the same movement, 1, 2, 3, using the ports in Egypt as the accelerator for that extra movement and dropping them off. The armor will not be able to land until round 2. So we'll have 5 infantry ground units hitting on the first round. From Gibraltar, we have this fighter flying 1, 2. From northern Italy, we have the Lend-Lease German medium bomber flying 1, 2, 3, 4, bombing Portugal. It'll have, because it's from an air base in northern Italy, it has 2 movement left. It will land in Gibraltar because it'll go A44 Gibraltar. Then from Sicily, we have 1 fighter that'll be able to go 1, 2, 3, it'll have 1 movement left, and then it will land in A44 on the new escort carrier, light carrier, that will move in non-combat. This was the Lend-Lease unit we got from Japan last time. And then finally, the rest of the task force is going to move over as well. And the light cruisers and destroyers in non-combat, but I'm not going to rip it apart, make a mess. The battleship, the damaged battleship, and the 2 heavy cruisers will fire naval gunfire support and provide the shore bombardment into Portugal. And that is it for our combat moves. Okay, so let's start with the Battle of Africa. So we have in jungle, all vehicle class units are -2. That is both attacking and defense. So let's lay out what we have here for both sides. The aircraft are not impeded in the battle, so we'll have 2 7s for the attackers and a 6. We'll have a 6 for the defender. The motor rifle defends at a 4, but because it's a vehicle, it defends at a 2, same as the militia. The tank destroyer defends at a 4, but because it's a vehicle in jungle, it also defends at a 2 with the militia and the motor rifle. And then these 2 guys are 4s. And then all of the infantry are attacking at 2. One of them will be bumped up to a 3 with the artillery. And these guys are all 2s with these guys. So we're going to have on offense 4 2s, 2 3s, a 6, and 2 7s. And on defense, 3 2s, 2 4s, and a 6. All right. So let's roll the artillery first strike at a 3.
10.
Oof. Thought it might be good. All right. So now let's do the 4 attacking 2s. The 2 regular infantry, 2 colonial infantry.
1 2.
2 hits. Outstanding. So his casualty order would be militia and the motorized infantry first. Now let's roll the infantry at a 3. I'm sorry, yeah, at a 3. The elevated infantry in the jungle.
2.
All right, that takes care of the tank destroyer. And now we have the fighter air superiority. So if it gets a hit, it would be against the French fighter at a 6. 9. Oh, that hurts. And then the 2 bombers. Let's roll because we get, well, target select, all the ground units are dead except for infantry. So 2 7s. 5 and 12. So one more. So one more infantry goes out, and that leaves him 1 infantry and 1 fighter in round 2. So shooting back, let's roll the truck and the militia first because you get target select on the tank destroyer. So 2 2s.
7 10.
All right, miss. Let's roll the tank destroyer. He gets target select.
3.
3, so that's a miss because it's a 2. The 2 infantry defending at 4s.
10 10.
10 10. All right, now the big one. Let's hope for a miss here. The fighter at a 6.
11.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 3 for a while. That was scary. All right. So at the end of round 1, no Italian casualties and 4 casualties for the French ground forces. Now we'll do 4 2s for the attacking Italian infantry and colonial infantry.
1 hit.
1 hit. And 2 3s for the artillery and the infantry.
1 4.
All right, that's the second hit. Now let's just do the overkills in case I messed up or misinterpreted the units, because we have the fighter at a 6.
3.
That's a hit. And then we have the 2 aircraft 7s.
8 8.
All right, so I think that's it for the Italians. That we got the hits. We'll defend at a 4 for the infantry.
12.
It's a miss, and the aircraft at a 6.
6. So
All right, so we lost 1 infantry. So we'll leave him because he's already a chip. All right, so that means the French are defeated again and need to find a new capital. And on the U.S. and KMT turn, we'll let Lancer Bolt announce where that capital will be, but it will need to be somewhere outside of the Roman Empire. Okay, and we'll land the air on non-combat. So now let's do the strategic bombing of the air base being constructed. There is no defending AAA, so it's 3 dice. We need at least 3 to destroy it under construction. 10, 11. So that's it. Based on how we read damage in strategic bombing, if it's under construction, it moves back a phase, but this moves it off the construction chart, so the U.S. would have to start all over. So we totally wiped out the airfield, which may come back to haunt us, because it could have been our airfield, but we don't want an airfield in Portugal. We don't need one. So the strategic bomber will go back to Sardinia, as we mentioned, with its German Luftwaffe partners. Now let's do the big battle. All right, again, let's lay it out. A heavy strategic bomber defends at a 3. The medium bomber defends at a 4. And the infantry and the Marines are also all 4s. His order of casualties were to defend the bombers to the very end. So the infantry and Marines will be the first set of casualties, then the medium bomber with the heavy bombers, heavy strategic bomber, last man standing. All right, so these are 6s. So they're over here. And this is a 7, so that's over here. The tank only lands in round 2. These guys are 2s. Yeah, 4 Marines, 1 regular infantry, and the tank's still on the ship. All right, so for shore bombardment, we have a fully undamaged battleship at a 4.
3.
Outstanding. So that's a first strike, kills the infantry. We have the damaged battleship at a 3.
5.
That's a miss. And we have the 2 heavy cruisers at 2s.
2, 3.
All right, so that's 1 Marine. Outstanding. So that's 2 naval gunfire support. Good shooting, boys. All right. So now going ashore, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. I don't see anything on their side that's first strike, no artillery or anything. Okay.
1 hit.
1 hit from a Marine, I'm sure. So that's 1 Marine. And 2 6s. Now this is air superiority, so this would be against his bombers if we get hits this turn.
9, 12.
Oh, his bombers live. And the medium bomber at a 7.
8.
Uh-oh. All right, not good. All right.
Marines did everything.
So we have 1 heavy strategic bomber defending at a 3.
12.
Miss. And we have 1, 2, 3 Marines and a medium bomber all defending at 4s.
4, 8, 6, 11.
All right, so that's 1 hit. Has to be a Marine, otherwise it's double casualty, so we'll lose a Marine. Next round, the armor comes ashore behind the established beachhead from the Marines and is attacking at a 6 with the aircraft. So 4 2s going ashore.
4, 4, 5, 9.
All right, all misses. 3 6s. There is no more air superiority in this round.
9, 10, 11.
Oh, why can't we get that on technology? That's terrible. And the 7. Come on, we need at least one hit this round.
3.
All right, so we got 1 Marine. All right, they're defending with a 3 on the heavy strategic bomber.
7.
It's a miss. And 3 4s.
6, 11, 12.
Just as bad as we did. All right, let's try round 3. 4 attacking 2s.
None.
None. All right, we're pushing deeper into Portugal, but the Americans are doing a strategic retreat. 3 6s. There
4,
we go.
5, 10.
All right, so that would be the Marine and the medium bomber. And now the heavy, I'm sorry, our medium bomber.
8.
Oh,
Yes.
could have ended the battle right there. Okay, so they defend at a 3. Last man standing.
1.
1. All right, we'll take out our infantry. And the 2 4s.
1, 8.
Ooh, all right, so we lost another Marine. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty, making it so we're not going to be able to hold Portugal for long if he keeps hitting us. 2 2s.
3, 10.
3 6s.
2, 2, 8.
All right, could have used those hits earlier. Let's go ahead and roll the 7.
9. I think that missed every time.
I think the Germans haven't calibrated their bomb sight for Italians. That's terrible. And the defending heavy bomber at a 3.
4.
So that's a miss. So that makes, we have liberated Portugal and returned it, sort of, to the Portuguese people under the protection of the Roman Empire. So we have 2 Marines and 1 armor in Portugal. And we have 1 fighter going to go 1 2 back to Gibraltar. The other fighter I'll land when I do the non-combat of the ships, and the medium bomber moving 1 2 landing at the Gibraltar. Okay, so that's all of our combat, non-combat. So we're going to move the rest of the fleet over here from M8. That is 3 light cruisers, 1 destroyer, joining that task force. And then coming out of the port in northern Italy, the Lend-Lease Japanese light carrier, which will recover the fighter with only 1 movement left that could not make it to Gibraltar. Also, because we don't have enough in Gibraltar, our seaplane, flying 1 2 3. This is our immortal seaplane. And the transport in northern Italy is going to pick up 1 infantry, fly 1 2 3, drop them off. 4 5 6, and come back to home station. We're going to land the aircraft. They all had 2 left, 1 2 in Sudan. Fighter, attack bomber, and medium bomber. And the attack bomber from Cape Town, that was too far for this battle, will fly
1 2
3 4 into, so go out to sea, I-1, I-3, Tanganyika, and Abyssinia. Okay, so that's landed all of our aircraft that moved and took place in combat. This fighter in Sicily will move 1 2 and join in on the defense of Gibraltar. We have the Southern Iraq Italian Expeditionary Force. They're going to move into southern Iran with their German comrades. So that is 2 Colonial Infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 regular infantry. And then the regular infantry from Kuwait will move up to southern Iraq with his German comrades.
This guy.
in the Butchik walled land, that infantry will move down to Cape Town. In Peloponnesia, I'm not sure what it is, Peloponnese, we have 2 mountain infantry. We're going to, and a marine in Thessalia. All 3 of those units, so 3 of our 4 rail, we're going to send them into Rome to defend the capital of the new Roman Empire. And this infantry will just move up to Peloponnese with the artillery so they're ready to go. Either sea zone, they get picked up. And looking around and checking my list, I think that is all of our movements. Cape Town, Northern Italy, rail, Thessaly, return to base. We landed all the aircraft. Okay. The only other things that could move that didn't move is our garrison in Abyssinia and Northern Italy, and they're staying where they are. All right, so let's go to place units. So the air base that was rapid built, we're going to put into Gibraltar with the militia. I'll just put on that task force card. We're building the light cruiser and the destroyer, the shipyards in northern Italy. So back to where the same port here up in northern Italy that the carrier went from. The mountain infantry and the infantry will start at this factory in northern Italy. From an income standpoint, Italy they're at 21 right now. They went up 1 for Portugal, 1 for Cameroon, 1 for the Gold Coast. That's 3. That gives them 24, plus their 6 bonus. Takes them to 30. The US goes down 1 for Portugal. Free France goes down 1 for Cameroon. And Great Britain goes down 1 for Gold Coast. So the US will be at 61. Great Britain will be at 18. Free France will be at 1. And that completes our turn. We'll do a recap here at the end for my fellow players. Next up will be Lancer Bolt with the KMT and the US. This is Captain G and Eggman saying thanks for watching. All right. So for my fellow players and anyone who wants the detail, in Portugal, 2 Marines and 1 medium armor. In Gibraltar, there's a completed airfield now. There is a fortification. There is 1 coastal artillery. There are 2 German fighters, 1 German mountain infantry, 1 German artillery. There is 1 Italian seaplane, 1 Italian militia, 2 Italian infantry, 1 Italian mountain infantry, 2 Italian fighters, and an Italian medium bomber. In front of Gibraltar, off the coast of Portugal, in A44 is an Italian task force that has a light carrier and a fighter, a damaged battleship, a fully functional battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, a destroyer, and 3 transports. In port in Gibraltar, there is a German transport, a German torpedo boat destroyer, always get that one messed up, and a German destroyer in port in Gibraltar. In northern Italy, we have a air transport, the Immortal one from the bonus, 2 infantry, 1 mountain infantry, 1 medium armor. In Rome, we have 2 mountain infantry, 1 marine, and 3 militia. And in southern Iran, we have 2 colonial infantry, 2 regular infantry, 2 artillery. And in Cameroon, 2 regular infantry, 2 colonial infantry, and 1 artillery. In Sudan, we have 1 fighter, 1 tac bomber, 1 medium bomber. And in Abyssinia, 1 militia, 1 mountain infantry, 1 tac bomber. I think those are the big concentrations of Italian forces. Have any questions, let us know. Also, Northern Italy, in port, we have the newly built destroyer and light cruiser. All right, that's it. For Eggman, this is Captain G. Turning it over to Lancer Bolt. Over and out.